Yes, dear students of class 10. Today I will discuss some remaining facts of acids and bases. So see here, strong bases and weak bases. The strength of a base is determined by the amount of hydroxide ions that the base provides when dissolved in water. Some of the bases, when dissolved in water, get almost completely dissociated to make to provide hydroxide ions. These bases are called strong bases, as for example, KOH, NOH are strong bases. But there are some bases which, when dissolved in water, get only partially dissociated to give hydroxide ions. These are weak bases. So, the bases which will give more hydroxide ions in water, they are strong bases. Which give less hydroxide ions in water are weak bases. Now, question is that what property do acids and bases have in common? The solutions of acids and bases conduct electricity. We know that a solution conducts electricity due to the presence of ions in it. In aqueous solution, acids acids produce H plus ions, whereas bases produce hydroxide ions. So, the ability to form ions in their aqueous solutions is the common property of acids and bases. Means both acids and bases produce ions when they are dissolved in water. Note, the substances which do not furnish ions in solution fail to conduct electricity. Now, the next topic is acidity of a base. It is defined as the number of hydroxyl groups present in a molecule of the base. Example, formula of a molecule of base, this one, it has one OH group, that's why its base acidity is 1. It has two hydroxyl groups, so its basicity is 2, acidity is 2. It has 2, it has 3, aluminum hydroxide has 3, so its acidity is 3. So remember, an acid has basicity and a base has acidity. Remember, all acids contain hydrogen. All acids have similar chemical properties. This indicates that all acids must have something in common. We know that all acids react with metal to produce H2 gas. Thus, hydrogen is the common substance present in all acids. But all compounds containing hydrogen are not acids. For example, HCl, H2SO4 contain hydrogen and these are acids. On the other hand, alcohol and glucose also contain hydrogen but they are not acids. So, conclusion is what? Conclusion is that hydrogen containing substances may be acids if they conduct electricity or produce H plus ions in solution. Next, hydrogen containing substances are not acids if their aqueous solutions are fail in conducting electricity. Now, the next fact which are related to acids and bases are here. The acids show acidic properties only in the presence of water. An acid and activity to show it, that how acid in the absence of water does not show its acidic behavior. Let us see here. This is a test tube in which conc H2SO4 and sodium chloride has been put, and so in this conc sulfuric acid and sodium chloride has been put, have been are mixed here. Here they have reacted conc H2SO4 and sodium chloride. Here is anhydrous CaCl2. When HCl gas forms, it comes from this delivery tube, and here it gets dehydrated with the help of anhydrous CaCl2, and after this dry HCl gas comes from here, and that come in contact with blue litmus paper, and it does not become red because it is dry. The gas is dry and the blue litmus paper is also dry. So here there is no effect of the HCl gas. HCl, here there is no effect of HCl like acid. Conclusion. So what conclusion can be drawn from this experiment or activity? Dry HCl gas does not produce H plus ions in the absence of water. It produces H plus ions only in the presence of moisture or water, which is responsible for its acidic properties. So see here, HCl plus H2O, H3O plus, this is hydronium ion or hydrogen ion. Now there is an activity or there is an example of CO2. There is an example of CO2 and SO2. For your interest, I have or your knowledge, I want to discuss with you that this SO2 and CO2 are similar in some respects. Then how will you distinguish that which jar contains SO2 and which one contains CO2? Because both changes wet blue litmus paper into red, both turns lime water milky, both extinguishes flame or does not support combustion. Then how will you distinguish that, differentiate that which jar contains SO2 and which jar contains CO2? With the help of this reaction. SO2 turns orange color of K2Cr2 into green, but carbon dioxide does not change its color into any type of color. So this is about the SO2 and CO2. On the basis of this experiment, you can distinguish between SO2 and CO2. Next day, I will teach you about the pH scale or the salt of this chapter.